Hello people and welcome back. Just going to drink some more Lemsip because I'm still under the weather. Pretty much fine, just I got a cough left. But today we're going to go through not my sales of last week, but sort of like the sales. I'm not going to go through them and all that lot, but what is it like if you don't list anything on eBay? What do your sales actually turn out to be like? If you've been watching my channel recently, you know I've been quite ill for the last week, not been doing anything. Did a few videos and I have not listed one thing last week. Not one thing. Reason being, I just hadn't had the energy to just sit down and do some work. I mean, I know it's only taking pictures and all that lot, but I just wanted to just completely try and make myself better for this week. I had so much plans as well last week to get rid of some of my stock and, you know, start getting it out of the house and stuff like that. But there's no reason I can't do it this week. So that's what I'm going to be doing after I've done this video. So what I'm on about today is, does not listing affect your sales on eBay? So what I mean by that is, if you don't put any listings on and you don't list, does it actually affect your sales, or is it just a myth? Right? I've done lots of videos about this, saying you should list every single day to keep up your sales, and it does work. The proof is in the pudding. It does work. But what about if you don't list? Does it actually make much difference? Is it going to be completely the opposite? Are your sales just going to go absolutely dead and you're not going to get nothing? Well, today I'm going to show you my sales. I got a screenshot of my sellers hub telling you how much I've made in sales this week. This is only eBay, not Vinted. I have had some sales on Vinted as well, so obviously that will be added on, but I'm not adding on to this. This is all to do with eBay because eBay is my main source of income. I'm still not thinking about joining Vinted Pro until I see some other people do videos and show you like the ins and outs of it, because I don't want my national insurance number being on public display so somebody can hack me. And yeah, it's not worth it. But yeah, hopefully they've sorted it out. Let me know if you are a Vinted Pro seller now, and can you hide it so I can just get straight on there. I'm going to show you my sales this week, and I'm going to compare it to obviously what I sold the week before, and you can make a comparison. You know, you can decide whether, yeah, it's gone really bad or no, that's all right. And before we go into it, I just want to say that sometimes it's not about how many sales you have, it's about what you sell. Like, if you sell 5 items in a week, it doesn't mean it's a bad week, because then 5 items could be very expensive items. You could just be selling very expensive items all the time. So it doesn't really matter if you only sell 1 or 2 or sell 20 or 30. It doesn't matter. It all depends on the items you sell. So if you just sell like 20 really cheap things for under a tenner, it's not gonna look as good as somebody that sold like 5 or 6 items that sold them all at 100 quid. That person's gonna make more money. So that looks like they're more successful. They sell more, but they're not really, are they? You sell more, but obviously your items are cheaper. There's no right or wrong way. There's no better seller or worse seller. It all depends on what you sell. You know, some people sell cheap things, some people sell expensive things, some people sell mid-range things, some people sell a bit of everything. And I'm a bit of everything. I sell cheap things, I sell expensive things, I sell mid-range things. So whatever sells, sells. I'm going to put my sales on the screen now. And as you can see, I've sold 19 items this week, which, to be fair, I don't think that's too bad, seeing I haven't listed anything. So I haven't been doing nothing to eBay. I haven't had no like real offers as well. It's been pretty much me not even going on it. And I've still got 19 sales. So I think that's not too bad, seeing I've not even touched eBay for a whole week. In one of my previous videos, I told about like I still might be getting some aftermath from my sales, and I think the Monday and Tuesday I did from the aftermath. So I think eBay was still like working with me on the last couple of days after the sales. So I think that's why I've probably got a few more sales than I would have done. But still, 19 sales. is not too bad. I actually think 19 sales for not even listing is quite good. You might not think it is, but 19 sales without doing one bit of work is okay. I mean, if I could get that every week without doing nothing, I'd be quite happy. But I also have sold something private as well, which did bump it up. I sold a wheelchair privately, which bumped my total up a bit more. The sales was £631, which is okay. You know, obviously you got to take out fees and stuff like that. And then you can see it after fees, it's like 400. And that's the thing I hated about all this palaver. You know, look how much fees I get taken out. It's not good, is it? And that's like another £100+ I could have had in my pocket. Yeah. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, 600 and something pounds. Plus I had this private sale. It's worked out okay. It's worked out okay. The sales have not been flowing. It's been like a couple a day or something like that. But the sales what I have had are been quite good ones. I'm putting some of the sales now what I've had over the last week, and they've all been quite good, like hitters. You know, they've been good totals, not been small ones. I've had some small ones, but majority of them have been like 20, 30+. You know, I've had some good sales like the Hoover, camera's a good one, and most of these things I have picked up for cheap. The Hoover I didn't. I think the Michael Schumacher car I didn't, as in the auction. I think it cost me like 20 quid or something like that. But most of the other stuff was like pretty much under a £5. So, you know, the profit's not too bad. So I quickly worked out roughly how much profit I probably got over the last week. And you're probably looking around about £400 to £450. Probably more around the £400 mark when you take off all the fees and all that stuff, and obviously the items costs. But £400 for not doing nothing is pretty good. I mean, literally, I have not done anything. You can check my eBays. I know some of you love checking eBays, and yeah, you can see I've not listed anything. Nothing new, fresh, absolutely nothing, and the sales are there to prove it. So when people are worried about like, oh, I need to list every single day, if I don't, my sales are going to drop. They're not going to drop. It's going to be more about the quality you're selling. We can't all get brilliant stock. Us as resellers are not all lucky enough to go around and pick up something that's very easy to sell. So for instance, if we all saw a Fire Stick, which sell literally in minutes when I have them, we would love to pick up like 20 of them at a car boot, but it's never going to happen. So when you're looking at stuff, you got to just think about, will it sell? How long will it sell? You know, is it desirable? You know, and the condition. Condition plays a massive key in my sales. Most of the stuff that I pick it up if it's in good condition. Bit of the tech is like 50-50 because I don't know if it works, but usually most of my stuff is in good condition, and it's in, if it's old, it's in quite nice condition for its age. And it's desirable. You know, a lot of the stuff I do pick up is desirable. Yes, we've all got stuff that hangs around, and you know, it could have been a good buy when we thought about it at that time, but now it's a bad buy. But most of the stuff I do pick up is pretty good. You know, it doesn't last. It stays around maybe for a month max. Yes, we have stuff that, like I said, stays around for 6 months, but that happens. Every reseller has stuff like that, and if they haven't, they're absolutely lying. But yeah, when it comes to like not listing, don't worry about it. If you've got good stock on there, you should be okay. So if you're ill or you're going on holiday, or you just want a couple of days off, don't worry about it. It's not going to affect your eBay too much. And if you are really worried about it slowing down or sales not coming in, just schedule. You know, obviously when you're ill, you can't do anything about it, but like just get on your phone and maybe cancel a few items and then relist them, just to make the algorithm keep on pumping on eBay. That's all I could say you could really do. I mean, I didn't even do that. I could have done that, I suppose, but I just really was not in a mood. You know, I was bedridden for mainly the whole other week. So when it comes to like not listing, don't worry about it. As long as you got good stock, you know, if you're worried that your stock's okay, just schedule it. If you're going away and that, if you get ill like I did, then maybe just do what I should have done and like delist some things and then obviously relist them. But yeah, it's not a biggie, right? Maybe if you did it again for another week, but a week's not going to kill you off. You're still going to get sales. You might not get as many as you did the week before, because I got like 50 the week before. So I've got like less than half. But yeah, just don't panic. You don't need to panic, because it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? You can still sell stuff even if you don't list. But we all know that listing is king. And like I said, if you really don't want to worry about anything like that, just schedule every day. Just if you're not doing anything for like a couple of days, just schedule 5 for the next couple of weeks. So if you do become ill or something happens, you've got 5 just pumping out every single day, and then you don't have to worry. And then if sales come, they come. If sales don't, they don't. And it just shows you that sometimes listings does help, sometimes listings don't help. You know, it's just the luck of the draw. I always say that eBay is still, it's luck. eBay is luck. Yes, quality sells, but also, why does your item sell over somebody else's when they're both the same price? May it's just luck. You know, somebody picks yours over theirs because of the picture or of the way you describe it. It's just luck how it all happens. I always say it is pretty much luck. But yeah, I hope this helped if somebody is worried about listing. But yeah, don't worry about it. Anyway, tomorrow will be the charity shop challenge. I'm going to brave it and go out, probably suffer because I'm going to cough in a minute, and yeah, but we've got a lot of money for the charity shop challenge tomorrow. Yeah, could be a good one, but I'll see you tomorrow with that one. If you did enjoy this video, like, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.